So, Connor told us his point of view on how the Phil Tribe's tribal council went. First of all, he told us that they went to rocks at the last tribal council. Now, if what he is saying is true, then all of us were wrong. And if he's telling the truth, they did go to rocks this early in the game, and one of the people that we thought was going to go home, went home anyway. Holy shit. So what does this mean? Well, it means that original Phil is kind of screwed. The way Connor says it, it seemed like they were leaning towards voting out Lauren tonight. Now, if she has an advantage, we don't know what that could be. If she has an idol, obviously we know what that means. I have already said I'm not staying Navidi strong in this game, and I'm going to stick to that. So in the event that they try to get all the Alexas back together, and I think the only reason I think that's going to happen is because they've been very gung-ho about, oh yeah, this Alexa tribe they're on now, this is the tribe we're going to go into the merge with, and we're just going to take everyone else out. Led by John. Like I said, John's probably my favorite person in the game, but it's going to have to be a no for me, dog.
One, if Lauren is still there and Victoria is still there, she most likely uses an advantage.
Yeah.
If Victoria is gone, she likely flipped.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Agreed.
So what do you think that means for who we send out, though? Like, who is a good, words?
That is a very good question.
If Victoria's gone, what if we send Jim?
That's an option.
He might
I think so. I would send Jim.
Make it so that they have to vote out a heavy hitter.
Yeah, because I think Mackenzie, I just don't want Jim out because he's less of a threat, if that makes any sense. And I think there's a possibility of him.
Or we do like Mackenzie, who's already been there. We know she's like a big piece of what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I would like to send Greg so that they voted out Lauren, but we can't. So.
Right. That's what I forgot that Greg went back when I said Jim, because I was thinking Lauren's literally the only one left, but I forgot Greg comes back from.
Yeah.
I literally just forgot that he was there.
So as of right now, I'm in a main alliance with myself, Lilly, Alex, and Greg. That's like the first alliance I made in the game. That's the one I plan on sticking with as long as I can. And then off of that, it's myself, Alex, and Lilly on the current tribe right now who I'm with. I'm super tight with them. I feel the most comfortable with them. But then separately, I was approached by Andrew to get with him, Lilly, and myself. So that's another 3. And then John and Michael approached me to work with me the same way. So it'd be myself, John, and Michael. And then I get a message from Connor saying he wants to work with me, Michael, and Lilly. And of course I said yes to all of them. So that's a lot. But it makes me feel a little bit better knowing that they're coming to me and I'm not really going to them to ask to work with them. Could they be playing me? Of course. And I don't believe anybody fully. So, I'm hoping that I have enough ears in each corner where if something happens, I'll at least be able to know and hear something and make a play off of that.
All right. Alexa Tribe getting your first look at the new Phil Tribe. Victoria voted out at last night's tribal council. We'll now bring back Alex and Greg from Exile Island.
What's up, Alex?
Welcome back, Alex.
Welcome back, Greg.
Hey, everyone.
Well, hello, Phil and Alexa tribes. You better get a good look at these tribes now, because after today, these tribes are no more. It is time to drop your buffs. Congratulations. You have made it to the second swap of the season. We are swapping to 3 tribes, which will be chosen at random. Let's get things started.
All right, y'all. I brought my, handy dandy voting urn that everyone besides Andrew has seen. I'm going to draw 4 names out of this urn. The first 4 people will be on the new Phil tribe. I don't know if you want to see your name or not on these votes. It just Michael Z, Andrew, Connor, Lauren. That's your new Phil tribe. The next 4 names I draw out are going to be on the new Alexa tribe. Mike, John, Alex, Mackenzie. That's your new Alexa tribe. The 4 names that I did not call, Jim, Austin, Greg, and Lilly, are on the new INTERN tribe. So that is our new 3rd tribe. You'll be wearing blue.
You guys ready to get to today's immunity challenge?
Right, don't even giving us time to get to know each other.
Oh yeah, that's not one of these things.
Oh my God.
For today's challenge, you will be completing a 4-leg relay where each person is responsible for a different leg. The first tribe member will stack solo cups and index cards and then remove the index cards to create 2 stacks of solo cups. The second tribe member will flip 4 playing cards into a solo cup using a pencil. The third tribe member will flip 2 solo cups with 2 ping pong balls in each one. And the final tribe member will complete a slide puzzle. The one tribe who finishes the puzzle first will win immunity, while the other 2 tribes will go to a joint tribal council where one person will become the 5th person voted out of this game. Additionally, the winning tribe will select one person from the combined losing tribes to go to Exile Island, and that one person will select someone from the winning tribe to join them.
For the Phil tribe, on the index cards is Lauren, on the card flip is Michael Z, on the ping pong balls is Andrew, and on the puzzle is Connor.
For the Alexa tribe, we have Mackenzie on the index cards, Alex on the card flip, Mike on the ping pong ball stage, and John will be doing the slide puzzle.
And for the INTERN tribe, we got Austin on the index cards, Jim on the card flip, Greg on the ping pong balls, and Lilly on the puzzle.
Survivors ready? Go.
Let's go, Mackenzie.
Everyone be getting their card stacked with index cards.
We got a big challenge tonight. Only one tribe of 4 will be safe from the vote. Lots at stake.
Austin gets his first stack.
Mackenzie has her first stack complete.
So Austin starting his second stack.
Mackenzie is
Lauren
building her
still without
second
one.
stack.
Oh, and Austin's collapses. He has to try again.
Nice, Mackenzie.
Mackenzie is good. Alex can start the card flip for the Alexa
Just as
Tribe.
good. Jim can start the card flip.
Lauren, try
Lauren
the top card
nothing
first.
so far for the Phil tribe. Both of the other tribes working on their card flips.
Hey Jim,
Alex
put
is
the
flipping
cards a little
Lauren
behind
gets
the
one
table a little
better.
more.
Lauren gets one, moving on to her second.
You got this, Alex.
All of these tasks look a lot easier than they are.
Oh, that does not count.
Alex is struggling to figure it out.
Stay focused, Jim. You're good, bud.
Alex gets one card.
Good job, Alex.
Let's go, Alex.
Good job.
That's not good. He
Michael's
gets it
working
on the
on the
top,
card
but
flip.
not quite in.
Got it.
Good job, Jim. Good job.
Ian, am I
Alex
good?
almost gets a second
That's
card.
good. Michael's already working on his cards.
Alex
Good job.
gets his second card. Close for the third card, but not quite. Alex really
new
flings
card.
that card.
You're doing great, Alex.
That's going on
Yeah.
the Let's go,
That
Jim.
counts. That counts.
Good stuff,
Jim
Jim.
has 2 cards.
Guys, I threw my pencil down.
Jim has 3 cards.
Michael, come on, Alex.
Damn it.
You're doing good,
that
Alex.
one was good.
You're doing good, Alex.
That one was good.
Oh, Alex, it was good. Alex,
Yep,
Morgan
in
said it
that
was
corner
good.
in. You were good.
Got it, Michael.
Uno
Alex
mas.
onto his
Working on his
last
second
card,
card.
not quite.
Michael still working on his cards. Michael hit his first card flip, has not hit 1 cent. He leaves. I don't know where he
Good.
Jim, that counts. All 4 cards are in.
Alex
Greg
is
can go
moments
with the
away
ping pong
from getting
balls.
his card. It could happen at any second.
The intern group is on the ping pong balls.
You're all right, Michael. You got it, Alex. Come, you got it.
That cup's
Go,
good.
Greg.
Greg got his first cup. Greg's on his second cup.
Close for Alex, but not quite.
Got this, Greg.
Here we go,
Beast
here we
mode.
Good job, Alex.
Mikey,
Nice job.
Start.
Beast mode.
Greg got his second cup. We're moving on to the puzzle.
Go to the puzzle. Go to the puzzle.
Little puzzle.
Can you
Go,
see?
Mikey.
Oh,
Yeah.
Mike, you're gonna kill it.
All right, Mike has transitioned to the floor. He is flipping cups for the Alexa Tribe. Trying to flip the cup so the ping pong balls stay in.
Michael, move it
He's so close.
You're good, Mike. You're good. Figure it out, buddy. You got it. Oh, you're close. You're
Not
close.
quite.
Come on, Mike, you were born for this.
Yeah, it was.
Does that
You're right there, Mike. You're right there.
Yes, Michael.
Mike has his first cup.
You're slaying, Mike.
Michael, that's
Mike
good.
gets his second cup.
Michael,
Go
Mike.
to the puzzle. Go into the breakout room.
Michael still working on his card flip. No reason to get flustered. Slide puzzles can go.
That count again.
That's good, Michael. Michael, that's good.
Let's go,
All
John.
right, John is getting to a quick start on the slide puzzle for the Alexa Tribe. The classic Survivor logo.
Michael still working on his final card.
I got it.
Nice.
Andrew's moving on. Andrew's got his cups and his ping pong balls.
All right, guys.
It's okay. It's okay.
That
Puzzle's
first one
always
was
an
all luck, because
equalizer.
clearly I didn't know what I was doing after that.
Andrew gets one cup.
There's
Andrew gets one
Andrew.
cup.
Chair. We're good.
Andrew's good. We're going to the puzzle room.
John has only a couple pieces left to place.
Oh crap!
John is down to his last 5 pieces.
Good job.
I have to
Good job.
open my system preferences. Oh wait, okay,
Connor, just do the puzzle.
okay, yeah.
Go. Let's go.
So close.
Oh man.
John has really reached a brick wall here. He's been working on these last 5 pieces for a while.
You got this, John.
Looks like it's
Don't
close,
stay with it,
Girl,
girl.
you're
but
close.
those last
I
few
know.
pieces are always the trickiest.
It's like, how do I get this piece to the top right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pull that one down. Yeah. I don't know.
down and it's just a few pieces.
Alexa Tribe is done. They win immunity.
All right. The new Alexa Tribe wins immunity, sending the new Phil and the intern tribe to a joint tribal council. Since we are in new tribes, we also have a new way to send someone to Exile Island. John, Mike, Mackenzie, and Alex, you are going to private message me your vote to send someone to Exile Island, keeping in mind that a tie will force a random draw of the people that are available to go. Keeping in mind, you cannot select Greg. He is the only one you cannot select.
I'd like to volunteer as tribute yet again.
Me too. Me too.
Anyone else?
Sorry, Ian, can you give us the tribe divisions again?
No.
Okay, cool.
They're going as one group, so it really doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Oh, but it really does.
So tonight and tomorrow, those two tribes will be on one beach together. So they'll be able to communicate as a whole.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Can we discuss it all or just send your vote?
No discussion.
You, Ian?
Oh.
Yep.
I mean, I don't think there should be discussion. I think there's an obvious candidate here.
We'll just slide into Ian's DMs.
That's interesting to hear.
I don't have any ulterior motives other than the fact that AI.
Bullcrap.
I just don't want to go to tribal. I don't want to get voted out. I don't have any like.
Neither does anyone else in the game.
Okay, well, I'm just saying. I'm
Let's be
volunteering.
real.
I'm just saying. Did you volunteer?
All right, discussion's over. Discussion's over.
All right. So selected by random vote, Lilly, you will be returning to Exile Island. And Lilly, you may now choose any one of the 4 people from the winning Alexa tribe to join you. You have Mackenzie, Mike, and John, because you cannot select Alex as he was last at Exile Island.
I'll take Mackenzie.
All right. Mackenzie, you will be joining Lilly on Exile Island.
All right.
Alexa tribe, you
Bye,
have
Alexis.
immunity. Phil and intern tribe, you will be on one beach until tomorrow night's tribal council, where the 5th person will be voted out of the game.
Oh, man.
Let's go. Oh, that turned me up.
That was.
We had no idea when the challenge started, and all of a sudden the intern tribe was there, and it was like, oh, and then you guys came in. I was just like, I'm done.
Mackenzie cooked on hers. Yeah. Honestly, Alex, you did really good on yours. Jim did like 3 in a row. Like,
yeah, Jim was insane. It took me like a good few tries, and then I got the ring of it, and then I hope this makes the cut. One time I fling the card over the, and then another time I let go of the pencil, and it.
Dude, I had to move from the table to the floor. The table, the first toss I did, it bounced, and I was like, "Nah, this isn't gonna work." So I hurry up and got to the floor, and after that, it was pretty quick.
Nice.
Kick butt though.
That was awesome. And then John clutching up on the puzzle.
I mean, so I had no doubt. No doubt.
I was getting anxious because I couldn't see anything else, so I was like, "Oh no!"
Lily's always said like, "Don't put me on the puzzle ever." So I was shocked that she was on the puzzle.
Yeah,
I thought so too. And then Connor was like,
"Look at the rest of her tribe, though."
I don't know who's on her tribe.
Mike, is it Michael?
She's with.
No,
Lily's on the one with Jim, Austin, and Greg.
Oh, you're right. I mean, Greg's good at puzzles though.
Greg said he was, but he said slide puzzles he wasn't though.
Oh well.
Remember Will said he was good at slide puzzles.
See, guys, this is why I practice slide puzzles.
My man.
So it was a pretty close immunity challenge. Even though we went into the puzzle last, Connor's really good with puzzles and scrambles and all that kind of stuff. So we felt confident. But I mean, John was just he's just a beast. He's great with that kind of stuff. And having had the lead in that challenge, it was very hard for us to overcome. So unfortunately we lost. and we have to go to join tribal council now with the intern tribe.
I got back from Exile, and they announced that not only would there be a second swap, but that we would be swapping from 2 tribes to 3 tribes. So I wound up being 4 people per tribe, and I wound up on the intern tribe with Jim, Austin, and Lilly. And then they weren't done and decided to twist it up once more. And they said that only 1 tribe would win immunity, which then left the remaining 2 tribes to go to a joint tribal council.
I was not at all expecting a tribe swap, let alone a tribe swap of 3 tribes, let alone a tribe swap in which both losing tribes would be going to a tribal council together and voting out 1 person. And let me just say, I think it's going to be absolute mayhem.
OG Alexa have a very strong majority going into tomorrow's tribal. I think it's 5-2. So the easy thing would be take out Lauren or Greg. I don't want it to be. I don't want that.
I do not, for 1 second, trust Lauren. She just, you can't read her. She just makes these comments just at random that are, kind of divisive, maybe antagonistic, and I haven't spent really any time with her in the game at all. She was, part of our new filled tribe post kind of mix-up swap into new 3 tribes of 4, but we had really no time to get to know her, talk to her, have any kind of conversations. It was just swap and challenge, and then we lost, and now it's a dual tribal with the intern tribe, and again, on paper, it's if you look at it as 5 original Alexa tribe members, 2 original Phil tribe members, seems pretty easy. This game isn't that easy. If it were season 1 Borneo, maybe, but it's not. So
I would rather Connor go home, or maybe even Jim. Me and Jim didn't get to talk much on OG or Alexa. Seems like a great guy. We haven't been together.
We lost in the Phil tribe loss, so now we got to go to tribal tonight as a group of 7, as they sent Lilly to Exile, and I feel pretty good. There's 5 old Alexa tribe members and only 2 Phil, so it's gonna probably either be Greg or Lauren. We'll have our Zoom call later on and figure out what we want to do, but it's also a good opportunity if someone wants to make a big move and flip and go with the 2 old Phil tribe. This would be the time to do it. We'll see.
And apparently, Jem only told Connor after our tribe meeting that he was saying OG Alexa. We'll see how far that goes.
So another person that I don't really trust that very much in this game is Andrew. He's been with me from the beginning. We've been on the original Alexa tribe. We've been on the post-swap Alexa tribe. And we had the luxury... Well, actually, he was at Exile during our only tribal from the original Alexa tribe. So we've never had a situation where we've been at the same tribal and had a vote together. So right now it's just kind of been all talk, where we've worked kind of in smaller and bigger alliances together, but there really hasn't been that time where we've needed to make a decision and kind of draw a line in the sand. But from the beginning, I've just assessed him as a very savvy player, strategic player, someone who's done this many, many times before. And I feel like he's someone who is more likely to either jump ship or have alternate alliances and, kind of do these voting block situations where he's not really loyal to any particular group. He's just doing the best thing for him at each vote, which is great. It's a great strategy. It's also kind of a risky strategy. But the point is, I don't feel like if he's someone that is going to have my best interest at the end of the day, or someone who has my, kind of longevity in the game in his best interest, then why would I want him around?
And then we have myself, you, and Connor, who have the ability of going forward. My thing with this is there are certain people that are now on the quest of being on the outs, so to speak, that have never been there before. One being Andrew, who has either been on Exile or been immune and done very good at challenges. I consider him a threat with how he has played the game and how his knowledge is of the game.
And, you know, I've talked to Lauren already. I think, obviously, I don't trust her. I don't even know if I trust her, period. I do think she's trying to save her ass tomorrow. I also think that she probably has an advantage still.
I have my idol coming with me to tribal council. Whether I choose to play it, it's going to be a game time decision because I do not want to go out with the idol in my pocket. But if I can sneak by one more round without having to play it, it's great for my game.
And if that's the case, why wouldn't I just vote OG Alexa and just, you know, let her play her advantage and then, you know. But what if we could get me, Greg, Lauren, and 2 other people to vote out Connor instead? Interesting.
I think what we don't need is an overly chaotic player making it to merge, especially come Monday, because if that's the case, things are going to be even more funny than they already are, than already is going to be.
I'm reading you right now, and I'm trying.
Okay.
I think I know.
Okay.
I think I know who the individual you are talking about is.
Okay.
Yeah. I get it. Yeah.
And the only reason I say that is because from day 1 or day 0, basically, this person has been just so overly paranoid and also trying to play extremely hard. And so right before the tribal where I got sent to Exile, he asked me not to tell anyone else that he was going to offer himself up to go to Exile. And then it turns out that he told everyone. But he also said, "Oh, I want to vote out Gaby," and I'm like, "Well, why?" He's like, "Well, I haven't talked to him." And then he was like, "I'm gonna offer myself to go to Exile." And then we get there, and he does that, but he does it in such a way that it's like these people are never sending you to Exile now, and he keeps trying.
Believe me.
When I volunteered, I expected maybe to receive a few votes, and I honestly expected maybe to be voted to go to Exile, but I wasn't. But the most revealing part about that was it was a little bit of slip up on Mike, Alex, and Lily's part, because it revealed to me that I'm pretty confident that they're a tight group and they're tight in an alliance. And if they don't watch their backs, they're going to get cut in the upcoming weeks.
But you're right. You haven't been the only person that he has told, because he legit told me, and I said, "Well, if you think that's the best thing," but in my head, I'm going,
"It's the same thing."
What are you doing? What are you doing? Like, that's not.
Last night, he's like, "Oh, I want to go so, you know, I can save myself." And we're all just like, dude, we all want to do this.
Yeah.
I think that Lauren, I think that him and Connor are probably going to put votes on you.
Not
because
surprised,
you're the big
but
you're the biggest threat.
Here's the thing.
You're the biggest threat that's ever existed in the history of
Oh yeah, for sure. Here's the thing. I'm fully transparent. I am not the least bit of concerned about this vote tonight. I am voting Connor. And from my understanding, everyone that is sitting in this room is voting Connor as well. So I'm not worried at all. I'm confident and I feel good about the group.
I feel a little comfortable, but you can't be very comfortable going into this vote, you know? So many things could happen, and it's just going to be complete ridiculousness.
I think someone will be blindsided tonight. And I hope it's not me. But I do think someone's going to be blindsided tonight. And I'm not going to tell you who it is. You'll have to find out.
Oh, hello, everybody. How are we doing tonight?
Nervous. Yeah.
Pleasant.
Here again.
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 And again.
Yeah, Austin and Jim, you guys have been to a few tribal councils back to back here. But Andrew, I need to welcome you to tribal council because this is your first. How are you feeling about being here tonight?
Scared.
Scared? That's it?
No, yeah. I mean, you can't go to tribal and not feel a little anxious. If we were to rate it between a 1 and a 10, I'd probably feel about a 7 or 8. Just because you never know what can happen. And, I know I'm speaking in cliches, but that's the point of the game, is speaking in cliches and, or just going all out. And I've chosen the passive way for this round, and just kind of saying, yeah, it sucks to be here, but we got to do what we got to do. And if I'm the one that goes home, I like to went home on my first tribal.
It is in some ways a blessing to not have to be at tribal council, but in other ways it's a good thing to be here because you're able to really put your money where your mouth is. So, Michael, we get to the challenge last night, and you are informed that we are going to be swapping to 3 tribes. Tell me what is going through your brain at that moment.
What was going through my brain was actually 2 things. From just that initial part was, all right, well, definitely not what I had thought of, what I had planned for going into the challenge. Then the question was, all right, so how are we going to divide into 3 tribes of 4? And then who am I going to wind up with? And then obviously it happened prior to the challenge. So then how are we going to work together? If I wind up with kind of a mishmash group of people, some of which I may have met before, I may have met briefly, how are we going to work well together to win this challenge? So, a lot was going through my head at that point. And then later on, it was mentioned that only the winning tribe would be immune, and then the 2 losing tribes would not separately but together go to 1 joint tribal council. That was also just a lot going through my mind as to, okay, if it's my tribe and myself going, which other tribe is it going to be? How are the numbers going to lie up just from how I felt things were? So infinite scenarios, and it was just, you want to try and have as much control over the game as you can, but in that scenario, I think all of us felt there was just really nothing we could do. It's just pretty much a lot of luck and just hoping and praying that it worked out in your favor.
We like to keep you on your toes, Michael.
You're doing a good job of that, Morgan.
So, Connor, we've been through 2 swaps so far. The game has changed a lot from day 1. Give me your assessment of the state of the game. Tell me about relationships and where things are right now.
Well, honestly, I think, a lot of us assume that there's going to be a merge soon, and I think a lot of our decisions have been based on the fact that there will be a merge, basically.
Okay.
What specifically kind of dynamics are you looking for in that question?
Just the fact that you now have been through 3 different iterations of tribes. So there are a lot of ways that groups could be breaking down at this point. You have your original tribes, you have SWAT, you have Exile Island connections, other random connections. What do you think, where are the relationships at right now? How do you see things, Connor?
Oh, well, there's a mishmash of original tribes and then swaps and stuff like that, and it all depends on who you basically see yourself with long term, and that can change from group to group. You have some relationships from something and then some relationships from another thing. It all depends on who you can trust and who you think trusts you.
So it all comes down to trust for you.
Yeah.
So Greg, right now I'm looking at 5 original Alexa, 2 original Phil. If it's an easy vote, quote unquote easy vote, things aren't looking too good for you right now.
Yeah, I think that's certainly a very obvious way to look at things, and sometimes the easiest, most obvious vote is the way to go. I've had conversations with everyone here, and I'm hopeful that people want to work with me in the game a little bit more and could see that I could benefit their game somehow. I'm new to Tribal with 4 of these people. I've never been to Tribal with Connor, Michael, Andrew, or Lauren, even though she and I have been on the same tribes before. Austin, Jim, and I have been at the same Tribal, and we knew where we were all voting, even if it wasn't all for the same person. So I think there's some built trust there. You know, I think you gotta talk with everyone and see how you can benefit people's games. You know, I could be SOL, but I'm hoping that people want to work with me.
Jim, do you think tonight's vote is going to be Phil versus Alexa?
Most likely, unless I go home tonight, but for the most part that I know, it's going to be Alexis versus Phil.
Austin, how has Exile Island impacted the game so far?
Well, I can tell that it's been a great tourist attraction for a certain amount of people that have gone. I honestly wish, it might be really nice. I don't know. I mean, it's greatly impacted everything because you go into a thing having a certain situation, and then a certain somebody is thrown into exile, and then a whole different strategy appears, almost like a melting pot of possibilities that everyone needs to consider. I think like everyone that like does certain things without thinking twice is like, I get it. But I mean, for the people that, it's impacted, great for them because they've been able to not escape, but be whisked away from elimination. But it also somewhat can maybe put a bit of a target on your back from what you might be able to conjure up. I don't know.
Andrew, in Survivor, you have to have a balance between big moves and playing it safe. If you want to win this game, you have to have a quote-unquote resume. But if you make big moves too early, you're going to have a target on your back and you might not even make it to the end. So, do you think tonight's vote is about making a big move, or is it about playing it safe?
Well, I can only speak for myself. Oh God, I'm about to sound like some snob or whatever. But I consider myself a Survivor purist, and I don't necessarily believe in resumes, and I don't necessarily believe in, we have to do all of these things round by round, because if we don't, they're not going to vote for us at the end. Because even in more recent seasons of the show, it's been proven that the people that are more liked win the game in certain seasons. So I won't say that a person or a group or whatever it is has to necessarily make a big move here or at any point in the game. Now, would it be great if someone made a move at some point between the ends? Yes, obviously, because that's how juries vote now, especially in these games. But for me, my vote is based off of connections that I have made with people, and when if I get to the end of the game, it's like, hey, I had your back there, this, that, and the other. It's always going to be a social thing with me. It's never going to be like, hey, look at this binder of things that I did in the game. Aren't I so cool, guys? Like, look at me. I'm never going to do that. And if that's what people are looking for at this point in the game, I probably am not getting their vote. I understand that, but I'm always going to go the social aspect of the game, and I understand that most people are not going to go that route in this vote, and we'll just kind of see how it falls. But that's where I'm at.
Very good. Lauren, Connor even mentioned it earlier, but there's been a lot of speculation about an upcoming merge. How has that possibility impacted tonight's vote?
Well, think about it. A merge changes the entire dynamic of the game. We've had a bunch of swaps, so people have interacted with various different people. Then you have the Exile element there as well, where there is the mix and mingle on that end too. So I think if it's an upcoming merge, you could see a variety of different people working with each other that weren't necessarily together from the beginning. What I will say from my end, for me, I feel confident in the conversations I had with people today. So for this particular vote, I feel pretty good, actually.
Greg, do you think tonight's vote will be a blindside?
Not really, because I think it's probably either Lauren or myself, and I don't think either of us are totally unaware that we're on the chopping block. So no, but it doesn't mean that I'm not going to still be shocked if it is me going home, just because I don't want to go home, but you never know.
Lauren, what is tonight's vote about for you?
Self-survival. Get me one step further in the game.
Connor, how about you? What's tonight's vote about?
Always priority number one is survival. Not get voted out. That's the name of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Does anybody else have anything to add?
Let's
All
just
right.
get it over with. My step.
With that, it is time to vote.
I really hope I get to stay in this game. Had a lot of fun, and I hope this guy goes home. We'll see.
When they made the original tribes, I wanted you to be on my tribe because I wanted to work with you. And in this last tribe swap, I wanted you to be on my tribe because I wanted to vote your ass out.
A job of being a teenager. Also, playing my idol tonight. I hope you go home. If for some reason it's Greg, I'm sorry about it, but Connor, stick to being a teenager.
My vote tonight is for Lauren. You are, at the very least, my biggest threat in the game, and objectively, I think the biggest threat in the game. This vote is a risk in that you've been to Exile twice. You may have an idol, which we are very well aware of. But with the likely merge upcoming, we figured this is probably the best time to try and go for you. And before you get your footing in the game at a merge, this is, again, the best chance I think we have to go for you. So hopefully I can trust the people that I've aligned with, and we can get a big target like you out of here. So you seem like a nice person. I hope that later on we can chat some more and get to know each other better. But for right now, hopefully it's you. All right.
I'll go tally the votes.
First time, Andrew.
Does he just not have the votes to submit? Oh.
If anybody has a hidden immunity idol and you would like to play it, now would be the time to do so.
Ian.
Yes.
I'm gonna just give myself a little more reassurance and play it for myself tonight.
This is a hidden immunity idol. Any votes cast for Lauren will not count. I'll read the votes. Nice. First vote. Lauren does not count. Lauren does not count. Connor. One vote, Connor. Connor. fifth person voted out of Survivor Exile Island, Connor. Connor, the tribe has spoken.
That sucks, but you guys got me.
Well, a wild tribal council at that, which I think is deserved after another swap. And one last thing, tonight, you are returning to your tribe beach. So the intern tribe will be at the intern tribe beach, and the Phil tribe will be at the Phil beach. So you will no longer have your joint tribe. And we will see you tomorrow night for your next immunity challenge. Good night, everyone.
I had a lot of fun playing the game. When Lauren played the idol, I figured I was gone. I still don't know what happened with that. Obviously, it didn't matter if they flipped, because even if they didn't, and I'll vote Lauren like they said, I would still be gone. I think it was a stupid move on on Andrew and Jim's part. Austin, I was probably gonna gun for him down the line, and Greg. It was a good move on Lauren's part, obviously, to get me out, because I voted for her. And Greg, I actually would have worked with you to the end, like I said I would. But I did have fun playing. It just sucks that I'm out. Peace.
Alexa tribe.
Hello.
Okay.
So few people.
Yeah. All right, let's bring in everybody else. Alexa tribe, getting your first look at the new Phil and intern tribes. Connor, the last tribal council.
Dang, y'all.
We'll now bring in Lilly and Mackenzie, returning from Exile Island.
Welcome back.
Welcome back, guys.
Come back.
Happy to be back. Who's not here? Damn. Okay.
Are you guys ready to get to today's immunity challenge?
Do it.
Do it.
All right. So today's challenge is about testing your memory. You will be shown a series of images, and your goal is to remember as much about these images as possible. Each tribe will establish an order in which they will receive questions. For each question you get correct, you earn a point for your tribe. The first tribe to 10 points wins immunity. The other two tribes will once again go to a joint tribal council where someone will become the sixth person voted out of this game. Phil tribe, you are down one member, so you will select someone to go twice.
All right.
Ian's gonna kind of go through a couple things here.
Yeah, just so everyone's kind of aware of what we're doing, I'm gonna show you all like a practice image. Congratulations, everyone. This isn't an immunity challenge. This is the merge. Congratulations. Enjoy this merge feast.
Oh, man.
Congrats, everyone.
Way to go, everyone.
Everybody. Oh my gosh, yay!
Where's the alcohol at?
There is no challenge tonight, and no one is going to Exile Island. You will spend the next couple of days getting to know those that you have not yet met, and also come up with a new tribe name. And we will see you on Monday night for your first individual immunity challenge.
Wow.